If you don't want to live in a never-ending stream of unhappiness, you have to find a purpose.
Now, finding a purpose could be anything. It could be painting, it could be drawing, it could be making money, it could be hunting down sharks.
Really anything that curates your imagination that you've been wanting to do and you want to do for the rest of your life, essentially.
If you don't have a purpose, you're not going to strive for something that challenges you but excites you at the same time.
Something that will enlighten you and string up energy every single day when you wake up. Now, these are the 3 steps you have to take if you want to find your true purpose in life.
Number 1, move out of mama's house.
All those home-cooked meals, all of those bedtime stories, all of those video game sessions with no consequences have to go out the window.
There is no discipline, there's no action that you take if you keep living with mom. If you keep coming home to comfort, if you keep coming home to someone else's life, someone else's habitat, someone else's kingdom.
It just will not happen. And as a man, it is absolutely essential that you have to find your purpose, and that comes with moving out of mama's house. Absolutely.
Now, in order to do that, you have to find a place for yourself, right? Go on Google, just look up some places that are decently affordable, something that's not crazy high or crazy low in terms of prices. Just find a place that you can comfortably afford for the next 2 months with the current budget that you've saved up.
Once you move out, you can finally start becoming the artist of your own life. Then you can finally start taking action in your own journey. You're not curating someone else's, you're not painting someone else's life story. Now it's completely all on you.
And to be honest with you, in 2023, there are so many different ways you can make extra income on the side, whether it's Uber Eats, DoorDash, driving. There's so many different ways you can make additional income that you can never be evicted, essentially. You just have to be absolutely creative and absolutely critical of the priorities that you have set straight in front of you. And once you move out, your priority is making just enough so you can sustain food, rent, and clothing. That's all.
So once you move out, then you have an obligation. And that obligation is paying $1,000, $1,500, maybe $2,000 out of your pocket to make sure you don't get kicked out.
And once that obligation is installed into your mind, now all these different sorts of income streams come flying into your imagination. Now your creative side starts coming out of nowhere.
Number 2, look back at your childhood and figure out what you were good at and what you enjoy doing. It could be anything. It could be selling pencil lead, it could be playing with kittens, it could be drawing people. Anything that you enjoy doing and you were good at. Just look back into your childhood, look back into those elementary school days and try to figure out, can I still do something like this in order to make an income stream, in order to make huge sums of money doing said activity?
Now keep in mind, simple, ordinary business ideas committed long term can lead to extraordinary financial results down the line. Number 3, dopamine detox. The one that everyone is terrified of, but no one talks about.
Ditch the panda videos on IG Reels, ditch the sports highlights on TikTok. None of these things will help you in the long run, and none of these things will keep you happy long term. You watch one sports highlight, but you're craving for more, so it's video after video, 30 seconds after 30 seconds, and next thing you know, an hour or 2 hours have passed by.
You may be happy for 1 second, but it distracts you from the fact that you're living a miserable life and you hate going into work the next morning and then clocking out at 5 o'clock so that you have to repeat the same process of going on TikTok or IG Reels and just watching panda videos, scrolling, and then not actually spending time garnering skills that will create an income stream that will replace your 9 to 5.
All the ice cream, all the Doritos, all the cookies will satiate you for a short period of time, but the next day you're gonna want it again, and the next week, and the next month. It's just an unhealthy cycle of the same diet that doesn't give you the energy that you need, nor the strength that you need to go through the day and actually focus on the tasks that you need to focus on. On top of that, you end up looking like a balloon, so it's a lose-lose situation, right? You waste time and you become bloated and heavy. So junk food is an absolute critical thing that you have to eliminate in order to be in the process of dopamine detox.
And lastly, ditching degeneracy. And I'm talking toxic relationships, mind-riding music, and clubbing.
All of these things is an unhealthy cycle of feeding into your desires and then trying to get more.
All of these things lead to an unhealthy cycle of giving into these desires and just craving more the next day the next day, the next day. Like junk food and the panda videos, these things will strip you away of your time and your focus that you could be spending on actually developing a skill, learning how to speak better, and dressing well. You should not be sucked into the trap of endless short-term gratification, because one day, 10 years has passed by and you've accomplished nothing thanks to giving in to these desires promoted by degeneracy.
So take these 3 steps seriously, because one day you're gonna be 75 years old in your rocking chair and looking back to see what you have really accomplished and what you have spent your life on. So you don't wanna regret it. Find your purpose and eliminate all the crap in your life.